Hey, Colin here, aka the Mindset Guy, with this second video in the two-part series of how to set goals and stay motivated to achieve them. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the golden rule of goal achievement and 3 strategies that you can use to make sure you stay motivated and you have unconscious or subconscious alignment. So stay tuned. Okay, so in the last video, we looked at a 1-3-5-7 formula. That's 1 what, 3 whys, 5 actions, and a 7-week plan to get the momentum going. And we also looked at, we got a left brain and a right brain, and the left brain is more to do with logic and reasoning, and it's more of a sort of a conscious mind, and the right brain is much more subconscious to deal with feeling and believing. So in this video, I want to share with you the golden rule, because this golden rule is absolutely essential to goal achievement. Not setting the goal, but goal achievement. And that means that once we know where we're going, we stay motivated to keep going until we get there. We're taking the actions to get there. So what is the golden rule? Well, the golden rule is 4 words, and these words are essential to live and breathe these words, and that is feel what you want. Now what that means is that typically we set a goal, and the reason that we set a goal actually is because we want the feeling that the goal is going to give us. Now let's say that this little individual here has set a goal for to, I don't know, make more money or achieve financial abundance or something like that. Now why would he or she want that? Well, it's going to give them a feeling of security, or a feeling of achievement, or a feeling of success. Whatever it is, it's going to be individualistic. But the goal, the real goal, is to get that feeling, and if we bring that feeling into now, feel what you want now, then we stand more chance of achieving it. Because if you know anything about the law of attraction, like attracts like, energy attracts energy, and so it's important that we are the energy that we want to attract, that we are being the way that we need to be to manifest what it is that we want. So I'm going to share with you 3 P's, the 3 P's I call them, of goal achievement. And those 3 P's are all about getting the subconscious mind in alignment with what it is that we want. So what's the first P? Well, the first P, P number 1, is all about, firstly, positive words, and secondly, present tense. Now, positive words, it's important that we set the goal using positive words and focusing on what we do want. It's no good if we're focused on what we don't want. I don't want to be broke anymore. I don't want to be overweight anymore. I don't want to be lonely anymore. Because when you think about that focused and setting goals in that way, then we'll get the associated feelings. And when you think of the feelings that are associated to a don't want, we're definitely breaking the golden rule. We're not feeling what we want now. We're feeling what we don't want now. So reorientate, set the goal in terms of positive, what you do want. I want to be X weight and shape. I want X amount of money in my bank account. I want to be in a relationship with this type of individual. Very important. Secondly, present tense. Now the subconscious mind only operates in the now. Yes, it's affected by memories from the past, and yes, it's affected by what we're thinking about in the future, but fundamentally it operates in the now, present tense. So one of the ways of powering up or energizing the goal is to write it in the present tense. So no writing in terms of I will, but it's more I am or I have. So we bring it right into the present tense, and when we say it and verbalize it, we can get the feeling so much easier when we're using present tense. If we use I will, then we're putting the feeling in the future, and we're breaking the golden rule. Okay, so that's the first 2 P's. Now what's the second P? Well, the second P is really all about now subconscious alignment. And I've just put this little model up here before I reveal what this is. So we've got conscious and subconscious, and this one here we've not got not a happy person, and this is where we can do all this, and this is traditional goal setting. This is sort of the way that it's been taught. It's about getting that and then repeating. But there's a challenge with that, and let me explain. Let's say that I write out my goal statement and I write out, I am happy and successful person. I am a happy and successful person. But what bubbles up from the subconscious mind is, yeah buddy, right, in your dreams. Or I write out my goal statement and I write out, I'm a wealthy individual. But what bubbles up from the subconscious mind is, yeah, sure, when you win the lottery. Or maybe I write out, my mind is at peace with the world. But what bubbles up from the subconscious mind is, yeah, when you're half cut. Maybe. Now, stupid examples, but you get the point that there's what the subconscious, what bubbles up from the subconscious versus what we want from a sort of a conscious intention are very different. And the reason that we set goals, by the way, is to take what is subconscious, because we're always creating. It's impossible not to create. Everything that is around you in your life, people, places, things that you've got, things that you've not, we've created them. So if we're not creating what we want, it's because we're running out of a subconscious script, a bunch of beliefs that are not very supportive. And so what we need to do is we need to make conscious, deliberate, intentional, purposeful what it is that we want, and then program the subconscious mind to get it. So how do we do that? Well, the subconscious mind, the language of the subconscious mind is pictures. It understands pictures and it communicates in pictures. Think of when you go to sleep, you dream pictures. So we can utilize this and speak to it in the language that it understands. Now, visualization techniques have been used by top sports people for years. In fact, you don't get to the top unless you are trained in visualization techniques. So to mentally visualize what it will be like to get that makes it easier to get the associated feeling and start the believing aspect. Now, one of the tools that we can use is a very simple vision board, creating yourself a vision board, where you cut out some pictures and some images and some evocative words, emotional words, that are linked to the goal that you want. So putting those onto this, you can look at this and you can picture it so much easier, you can get the feeling so much easier, and as a result, we're beginning to really influence the subconscious mind. Now, what's number 3? This is all to do with getting ourselves to take action, to take these 5 actions that are going to move us towards the goal. And the third P number 3, is people. And it's really important that when you set a goal, it's like a promise you're making to yourself. And if you break that promise, and you continually break that promise, then it's going to chip away at your self-esteem, your self-worth, and your confidence. They will go in this direction. So it's important that when we make a promise, that we achieve that promise and we commit to that promise, because then confidence, self-esteem goes in this direction. So people, it's all about having a supportive community of people around you that are going to support you, but more importantly, it's about having individuals that will hold you accountable. And accountability is essential. And that means that someone is going to check that you're doing what you say you're going to do. Now, why is that in terms of the subconscious mind important? Well, simple. The subconscious mind moves away from pain towards pleasure. That's basically, it will always go for the path of least resistance. So when you've got to take on some new habits, some new actions, and let's say one of the actions here is that you've got to get out of bed at 6 and go for a run because you want to get fit. Well, getting out of bed takes the pain and puts it in front. And as a result, the subconscious mind goes, I don't fancy getting out of bed. I think we'll hit the snooze button one more time, right? Even though we've done everything else right. So what we've got to do is we've got to use this pain as a motivator and use it as an ally. Now, let's say that, I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm one of these individuals and I say to you, okay, I know what your goal is. Now I want you to give me an amount of money that you would not like to lose. And that might be $10 for you, it might be $10,000 for you, right? But you give me that money and then I say, okay, now what charity do you fundamentally not believe in that goes against your principles, against your values, against what you hold dear? And you tell me what that charity is. And I say to you, okay, if you don't achieve the goal by the time that you've set, then I'm going to take that money and I'm going to give it to a charity. Now, how motivated would you be? If that was true, 100% true, how motivated would you be? Very. Why? Because you've got the subconscious mind. Because it's more painful to lose the money than it is to take the action. And so this is pleasure now, this is pain. So you can see that now it's going to push you in this direction. So having accountability is absolutely essential. Putting yourself on the line, stating that this is what I'm going to do to a community of supportive people, is a differentiator when it comes to staying motivated and doing the stuff that's going to get you there, is key. So, three ticks for you then. Number 1, have you done this? Positive and present tense. Tick. If you haven't, go away and do that. Tick number 2, have you got pictures that are associated with what it is that you want? Are you visualizing? Are you getting the picture? And 3, have you got a supportive community of people around you? Have you told people what you're going to do? And are you getting that commitment? And This is what allows us to live this golden rule. So that's what you need to be doing, and that's what I recommend you do on this video. And as I say, on all my videos, just give me some quick feedback. I really appreciate it. A 1 would be wasting my time, don't know why I bothered. 10 would be really useful. Colin, keep doing more of these, it's really helping. I know you're busy, but it doesn't take you very long to do that. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Hold on, now did you enjoy that video? Well, if you did, I would like to show you how you can train your mind to perform how you want it to, so that you can break through to the next level with my advanced mind power training. It's totally free, and you can get it by going to www.advancedmindpowertraining.com or clicking on the link below this video. I'll see you on the next video.